If you are told that something you're doing is transphobic, it is not your job to try to prove that it's not. You are going to mess up. It is guaranteed. If you are told information and you immediately reject it and go, nope, that doesn't fit my view of what transness means, you are not going to be able to show up as an ally because all you're worried about is what you think and you feel about an experience that's not yours. It's going to be uncomfortable, it's going to be confusing, and it's going to mean that you are going to have to evaluate how gender is seeped into society, how it has affected and shaped your life, how cis-het normativity has affected your life. And just because we're existing in front of you does not mean that you get to ask or say whatever you want, and that's supposed to be taken as a compliment. Questions can be transphobic. Compliments can be transphobic. And so that's where it comes in, where a lot of the work with being an ally actually has to do with our own individual reflections on how transphobic society has shaped the way that we think and live and treat people. We don't need allies who are trying to prove how good they are, or who are asking for a pat on the back, or who are trying to seem nice, or who are worried about what they look like. We need allies who are willing to stand up for trans people and learn how to do that the best that they can.
Well, look, you're white, so you speaking to me as a black person and questioning me and calling me names makes you a racist, so shut the fuck up and let the black man talk. It is odd how every time we come to the conversation of allies and how they say things and do things and they want everybody to come together and love them, they always make themselves look foolish along with the people they claim to care about. Let me paint a wonderful picture for everybody who lives in common sense. If you are just blatantly called transphobic for asking some genuine questions, guess what? You're not transphobic. You're asking a genuine question. If somebody can't hear and listen to the question and answer it and instead throw a bunch of buzzwords at you, that just means they don't know what the fuck they talking about, and they really just want you to agree with everything that they have to say. You want me to believe that I'm supposed to care about a certain group, yet I can't ask some simple questions, maybe about certain individuals, maybe about their ideologies, maybe about what they do in their spare time, maybe how they choose to interact with certain people. I can't ask any of these questions because they could be transphobic. I'm sorry, but I'm not Boo Boo the Fool, and I don't just blindly follow a bunch of people just because they're begging for it. I need something so that I could be on your side. And the demonizing that people like to do on social media, whether it be Twitter, TikTok, or Facebook, is weird because it doesn't get people to see you and respect you. It gets people to hate you and everything you care about. And I know that's not what you want, but you keep wording these stupid ass instances like it's what you desire. And I'm here to let you know, white, you don't have the credence to look at me as somebody who is the first black transphobic wizard in the Hogwarts universe, according to Twitter. Slytherin, 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 Slytherin.
You belong in Slytherin.
Yeah! And say anything about me. Why? Because I'm black and I also have white privilege, so you might want to check yourself at the door, because if you're going to call me transphobic for asking you a bunch of questions, I'm going to call you racist just because you're white. And that's the weird parasocial social media mindset a lot of these losers have, because instead of actually engaging in conversation, even with people you disagree with, you instead stonewall and make yourself seem like you're the most important thing in the room, and anybody who disagrees wants to see you eradicated on the face of the earth. That's not how this works. You have to open your mouth. You have to create dialogue. You have to answer some uncomfortable questions. And if you don't, or if you refuse to, guess what? The narratives based around you are going to get worse and worse because you're too much of a chicken shit to look at the problem, address the problem, and say, that's not really how we going about this. I'm welcome to questions. Let me answer them and let's clear a couple of these things up. But no, you're transphobic. You're a bigot. You uphold white supremacy. All of you are the problem. I'm the one that's supposed to save the world and you're supposed to trust me. No, that's not how that works. You failures of human beings. No wonder a bunch of people don't like y'all, because instead of being actual allies, you're nothing but bitches. Ask the questions, get more information, understand perspectives, understand that you may not even agree with these perspectives, but you were even considerate to listen and understand people. And you know what that is? That's not transphobic, that's not racist, that's not homophobic, that's not biphobic, that's not ableist, that's not any other fucking think piece word off Twitter. It's being a human being who wants to learn. I know, what a shocker, and how dare I uphold that white supremacist talking point. But in the the meantime, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you all buttery peaconing in the next one. Goodbye, transphobes.